Okay, now let's look at the data menu. So there is, post that. See, data menu can be used for connecting to new data source and edit relationships and so on. So we'll talk about connecting data sources and merging data and relationships and so on later on. But so if you click new data source, and this screen will come up, and then you can go and connect to new data, that whatever new data that you want. So for example here, so click that, click open, and it will get added to the data source. Okay, so pretty straightforward. Data, new data source. Okay. Now you can also paste new data. Okay, you can use paste to bring in data from external sources usually. So for example, suppose we want to bring in ESPN MLB ranking. Okay, so here is the data set, right? So I searched for ESPN MLB ranking and click that. So this is the ranking that came up. All right. So now I'm going to just copy. All right. So this is broken down into leagues. So I'm going to click overall. So you have just one table here. Okay. So I'm going to start from here. So it will include the column names. There. Okay, now I'm going to do Control C. So now I've copied the data into the clipboard, right? All right, so now I go and paste. There it is. Okay, so actually if you go to the data source page, and you'll see that there is the data source. And you can go and rename it. You can rename the data, so MLB ranking 2017. Okay?
Are you better off to save this in a file and then just drop it in?
This is just another way of doing it. Yeah, if you like, you save it in Excel and bring it in from Excel, that's fine too.
So you pasted it in sheet 4 and then went back to data source, or did you?
Well,
data source?
actually, I could have done paste from here. Okay, so paste data as data source, in which case it will only paste as a data source. Since we did it from here, okay, you pasted the data as a data source in the data page as well as a table here in the sheet. So, but the data actually is in here. This is where the data is. Okay,
I think you pasted it in there. I'm just trying to get this straight. You pasted it in and put it in sheet 4. If you close that down, will it not be in the clipboard anymore, so it won't know where the information is when you reopen it? Because it's not in a separate Excel
No,
file?
for example, suppose if I exit out, right? So it's gone now. From sheet 4, it's gone.
Okay.
Right? I can even delete sheet 4. Okay.
But it's still, what I'm saying
But it
is
is
it's still in
still-
the clipboard. It's still in the clipboard. If you had shut the computer down so that it wasn't saved to the clipboard anymore, would it still be there?
Yeah, you know, if you save this file, yeah. You have to see now it is part of the file here, part of the TWBX file, so it will still be there. But if you save it as a TWX file, then what will happen? I'm not sure about that.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because its data is not there. Yeah, if it is a TWX file, that's something to test out, see what happens. So TWBX will save all the data in the file itself, whereas TWX file does not save the data. So when what happens to the copy pasted data if you save it as the TWX file? Yeah, so that's an assignment, well, unofficial assignment. So now, of course, you know, you have to change the column names maybe. So like here, the field name is F1. So you don't want F1 to be the field name, you want the team, right? So double click that and change it. Okay. So file menu, okay, there are a couple of things that we looked at. So data menu, worksheet menu, so we have new worksheet, some actions, show title. So you can select what the title is right there. Sheet 3 is the title. So if you uncheck that, then that's gone. And you can change the sheet name, right? Okay, instead of sheet 3, you can say MLB or something. Then it'll be that. So you can change the sheet title, and then captions. You can include captions right here, okay? Or summary, because show summary will give you a summary of what's in here. So for example, let's go back to sheet 2, and then if I say show summary, it will give you a summary of what's in the sheet. Okay, so we have 85 marks. Okay, that's the number of marks here, and the sum, average, and minimum, maximum, median. So it's just a summary information. Okay, show cards. So these are the cards. So you can hide and unhide what appears in the screen. Okay. And same here for the toolbar. Okay, suppose if you say hide toolbar, so the toolbar will be gone. Oh, I don't know where it is. Toolbar, automatic. Oh. Anyway. So then you can duplicate as a cross tab. We looked at this. That is, if you have a bar graph visualization, you convert that into a text visualization. You can use that. So we'll look at some of these later on. Okay, and then we have dashboard. We'll look at dashboard later. Story, again, we'll do it later. So analysis, we looked at totals already. Okay, and there are several other analyses that we can use, we can include in the visualization. Okay, with these, some of these we'll look at later on. And these two are for creating new calculated field and editing calculated field. And I don't know what this is. Swap rows and columns, which is the same thing like here. So that's swap rows and columns. So rows will become columns, columns will become rows. Okay. All right. So map. So we'll do map later. Format. Again, you can control format for the entire pane or for parts of the visualization. Okay, so those are here. And then we're going to do these reference lines and field labels later. So formatting the appearance of the visualization. That's what format does. And of course, you can always enter the format screen by right-clicking and selecting format. So that will take you to format as well.